You know, every single morning, millions of us do this little thing that's, well, it's almost like a magic trick. We take a perfectly normal slice of bread, we put it in this simple metal box, push a lever, and just a couple of minutes later, out comes something totally different. Crispy, warm, and absolutely delicious. It's a routine we do without even thinking, but it's actually a tiny engineering miracle happening right on our kitchen counter.
So, have you ever actually stopped to wonder what is really going on inside that box? It's definitely not magic, of course. It's this beautiful combination of some really simple physics and chemistry. Okay, let's dive in and uncover the secrets of the humble toaster.
The whole show kicks off with one single, satisfying action, pushing down that lever. Now, that lever isn't just a handle. Think of it as the starting gun for the entire operation. It sets a whole mechanical chain reaction into motion.
And here's what's so fascinating. That one simple push does three really critical things, all at the exact same time. First, it lowers your bread down into the perfect spot right between the heating elements. Second, a little latch clicks into place to hold everything down. And third, and this is the most important one, it completes an electrical circuit which brings the whole toaster to life.
Okay, so the circuit is now live, and this is where the real transformation starts to happen. We're moving away from simple mechanics for a second and getting into the science of heat and how a jolt of electricity gets turned into that perfect golden brown deliciousness.
So that power starts flowing into those wires you see inside, the heating elements. But these aren't just any old copper wires. They're made of a special alloy of nickel and chromium, and they're chosen for one specific reason. They have a really high electrical resistance. Basically, the material fights the electricity, making it hard to pass through. And all of that struggle, all of that friction, gets converted directly into radiant heat. And we are talking about a lot of heat. Those elements can start glowing at over 500 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 260 Celsius. This intense temperature radiates infrared heat, which immediately starts to dry out the surface of the bread and kicks off a really crucial chemical process. And that browning, that incredible toasty flavor and smell, that isn't just the bread burning. No, it's a very specific chemical reaction called the Maillard reaction. You can think of it like a complex chemical dance between the amino acids and the sugars that are already in the bread, and all it takes is that intense heat to unlock it.
And here's the wild part. You've experienced this reaction 1,000 times. The Maillard reaction is the exact same process that creates that amazing savory crust on a seared steak, or the rich, deep flavor of roasted coffee. It's basically the secret ingredient to a lot of the foods we love.
Okay, so the toaster is hot, the Maillard reaction is underway. But how in the world does it know when to stop? How does it prevent that perfect piece of toast from turning into a sad piece of charcoal? Well, the answer is in the ingenious pop-up timer.
Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking there's a little computer chip or some digital clock ticking away in there. But in most classic toasters, that's not the case at all. The timer is a wonderfully clever and completely analog piece of physical engineering.
It all comes down to a little hero called a bimetallic strip. It's exactly what it sounds like, two different types of metal that are bonded together. Here's the trick. One of the metals expands really quickly when it gets hot. The other one expands much more slowly. So since they're fused together, what happens when it heats up? The whole strip has no choice but to bend.
So how does a bending piece of metal make your toast pop up? Well, as the toaster runs, that bimetallic strip gets hotter and hotter, and it slowly starts to curve. The darkness dial on your toaster? All that does is set how far the strip needs to bend. When it finally reaches that exact point, it physically bumps into a trigger, and that releases the very same latch that's holding the bread down.
The moment that latch is released, a tensed-up spring is finally set free and, pop, it shoots the lever and your toast straight up. And this single, sudden action does one more crucial thing. It breaks the electrical circuit, instantly cutting power to the heating elements. The whole cycle is complete.
So when you put it all together, you see it's not just a series of random parts working independently. It's this incredibly elegant, self-contained system. It's just a perfect piece of everyday design that solves a problem using nothing but pure mechanics.
So let's run through that whole mechanical dance one more time. You push the lever down, which closes the circuit. The elements heat up through resistance. That heat triggers the Maillard reaction, which makes the bread delicious. All the while, the bimetallic strip is slowly bending with that same heat, until it finally releases the latch, a spring pops everything up, which opens the circuit and cuts the power. It's a perfect, self-contained loop.
And this, to me, is the most amazing part.
This core design is so effective and so brilliant in its simplicity that it's been the heart of toasters for over 100 years. No software updates needed, no computer chips to fail, just pure, reliable physics and engineering getting the job done.
So the next time you push down that toaster lever, you'll know you're not just making breakfast, you're setting in motion this tiny, delicious, scientific marvel. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other hidden genius is sitting right there on our countertops?